So hi, welcome back to the tree playlist on data structure and algorithm. So today we are going to start the new subtopic, binary search tree, or sometimes we see it as a BST. So the first problem that we are going to be solving today is searching in a BST. So taking the advantage of BST special property where left is less than root, which is less than right. So if you're enjoying this series, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to stay updated. And a quick reminder that I have created one Telegram channel. Over there, we are having daily DSA quizzes, weekly conceptual notes, and active discussion on DSA. So the link is in the description. You can join the community. And if you're new to here, my name is Samir. This is Algo Exploration. Let's solve today's problem. Okay. So first of all, let's see the problem statement over here. They will be giving us the root of the binary search tree along with the integer value. Okay. And we need to find a node in the BST such that the node's value will be equal to val. Okay. So basically we need to return the node only. Okay. Now over here it is written that return this subtree rooted with that node. Don't worry about that. Okay. This is very poorly written question, by the way. So just remember that if you found that node's value is equals to val, just return that node. It is that simple. Okay. Now, what if the node is not present, or what if the value is not present? So at that time, we need to return null. Okay. So over here, I have taken the example. So this is the binary search tree, and this we need to find out. So over here, I can see that the 11 is present. So basically, we need to return this node, this reference, or this address that we need to return. Okay. Now see, if you don't know about binary search tree, okay, so if I'm standing over here, the value is 10. The values on the left hand side of this root will be always going to be smaller than or equal to. Okay. So over here you can see that 4, 7, 9, 8 are smaller than 10. On the other hand, on the right hand side, we can see that the values are greater than 10, 11, 13, 12, and 15. And this thing applies on every node. So if I'm standing over here, the values on the left side, which is 4, which is lesser than 7. Similarly, the values on the right hand side are 8 and 9, which is greater than 7. Okay. Same applies over here as well. Okay. So on the left hand side, the value should be lesser than 9. So it is 8. Here also we can see that since 12 is connected on the right hand side of 11, it should be greater than 11. So due to that reason, it is 12. Okay. So it is similar to the binary search only. See, if I'm standing, if I have an array, okay, and if I'm standing in the middle, the values on the left hand side are smaller than that middle value, and the values on the right hand side are greater than that middle value. Okay, so this is a sorted, I'm so sorry, this is a sorted array. Okay, now how do we solve this kind of question in binary search? The same technique we are going to apply in the binary search tree only. That if I'm standing over here, since I need to compare 11 with 10, over here, first of all, I'll check that is 11 is equal to 10. Over here, I can see that it is not. So then I'll compare at which side I should go. Since 11 is greater than 10, so I'll go on the right hand side. So I will be standing at over here. Okay. Now I'll compare 13 with 11. First thing, you should always check whether they are equal or not. If they are not equal, then only try to compare either to go on the left hand side or on the right hand side. Okay. So over here we can see that 11 is smaller than 13. So I'll go on the left hand side. Okay. Now over here 11 is equal to 11. So I'll return that. Okay. Now question arises that how we are going to return this. Okay. See, for that I will be just giving the address for each and every node. Okay. So let me write the addresses now. So AD1. Okay. Now let's start from the top. I'm standing over here. 10 is not equal to 11. So I will be going on the right hand side over here. Okay. 13 is not equal to 11. So I will be going on the left hand side. Why? Because 11 is smaller than 13. So I will be standing over here. Now 11 is equal to 11. Okay. So I will be passing this 86 to parent. Okay. Since the address, since the value is matched. So let me write this thing that I will be now returning 86 to its parent, which is 3. Okay. Now this node will be going to return 86 to its parent, which is 10. Okay. So this will return 86. Okay. And now this 10 will return 86 to the main function, stating that we have found that node and the value is present at address 6. Okay. So I believe that you got it. Now what happens if the value is, let's say, 90, which is not present over here? Okay. So over here we can see that 10, since I'm standing at the middle, or sorry, since I'm standing at the root, so 10 is not equals to 90. So I'll go on the right hand side. So from here, I'll go at here. Over here also I can see that 13 is smaller than 19. So I'll go on the right hand side. Okay. 15 is not also equal to 19. So I'll go again on the right hand side. Okay. Now over here, if I'm going on the right hand side, I can see that no node is there. If no node is there, so basically I need to return null to its parent. Okay. So from 15, I have gone to the right hand side, right? So this will get null. Okay. Then we will be passing that null to its parent, and this 10 will return null to the main function. Okay. So I believe that you got it. So if you don't know that how we are basically passing the address to the above root or to the above parent, okay, first of all, you should be knowing that how the recursion works. Second, you should be knowing that how the tree works. Okay. Both the playlists are available on this channel. You can go and watch that first. Okay. Let's write the pseudocode for this. Okay. So this is the function name, in which, since we need to return a node, so the data type of that node is tree node. They will be passing the root and the value. Okay. So if root dot val is equals to value, so at that time we basically need to return that root only. That means the reference. So return root. Now if they are not equal, so over here I will be having else if the root dot val, if the root is greater than the value that we need to search, then obviously we need to go on the left hand side. So I will be calling the same function. Okay. But we will be passing the left child. So root dot left and the value to compare. Okay. And don't forget to have a return statement over here. Okay. Since we need to return whatever this function will get, that address we need to return. Okay. That's the reason I have written over here. And else, that means we have to go on the right hand side. So return search BST root dot right and the value to compare. And that's it. We are done for this code. Okay. But we are missing the base case. What if the root is null? Okay. So over here we have seen that if we want to search 19, right? And over here, since I was standing over here, the address was null. Okay. So at that time we need to return null. So if root equals to null, so you can return null or root. Both are same. Okay. So that's it. We are done. Now, what will be the code performance of this? See, over here, it's not like that we are going for each and every node. Okay. So we can see that since 11 was greater than 10. Okay. So we have completely missed out this thing. Okay. This node. So if it is balanced tree, okay, that means most probably all the nodes having 2 children. So it will be balanced, right? So the time complexity will be log n. Okay. Same like binary search only. Okay. And talking about the space complexity, it will be log n only. Okay. Why? Because we are going level by level, right? So first this will be stored, then this will be stored, then this will be stored. Let's say if I want to wanted to search 12, then this will be stored. Okay, so over here only these things are stored in the stack. Okay, so here it is nothing but a level, that means the height. Okay, that's the reason the space complexity is also log n. Okay, so I believe that you got it. If you didn't, you can try run it by yourself as well. You will get the intuition that what is happening. Okay, and that's how BST's order property makes searching efficient. So this is just a beginning of our BST series. More problems are coming up. So if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe to Elko Exploration and share it with your friends so that they can also learn and grow in DSA. It also helps the channel to grow. So don't forget to join the Telegram channel. The link will be in the description. So I thank you so much for watching till the end. That's it from my side. I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, keep practicing.